Finally, I have the microphone. And I hope you don't have anything for the next 2 hours. You are amazing. Really, they are beautiful. You are beautiful. And I am amazed of the resilience that you have. For the past 3.5 hours, you've resisted and you have listened to each and every one of the distinguished speakers. And I'm amazed of the powerful messages that each and every one of the speakers has given and the ability to speak. I thought of myself as a good communicator, but next to you, I have to watch it. Well, as you mentioned, I come from Jordan. I don't know if you know about the history of that land. You must know. Jordan has the Jordan River, or the River Jordan, where Jesus was baptized. And I live only 30 minutes away from that place. Na, 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 na. And I live 45 minutes away from Jerusalem. And I live 90 minutes away from Bethlehem. And 2 hours away from the Nazareth. So I come from a sacred land. Thank you. As you mentioned, I am a Muslim, but I've never felt any difference between Muslims and Christians, at least in my own country. We have always lived together. We have always believed in the same principles, the values, ethics. We have always worked together. And honestly, I have not felt the difference except when the superpowers decided that we have to feel it. And they came to our region and they came to our countries and they started, oh, you are a Muslim, you are a terrorist, and you are a Christian, we have to save you because these terrorists are gonna kill you. Unfortunately, this is not, and I am 100% sure that you agree with me that this is not true. Actually, I have not started yet, so please. I told you, you're gonna suffer with me. But honestly, when I was given the responsibility of leading such an initiative, which I have called Faith for Earth, linking all religions together to come and agree, well, not to agree because they all agree, but come to work together in protecting our Mother Earth. I was so excited about it, and I was a representative of the UN for the Middle East and North Africa, you know, an ambassador enjoying a car that picks me up with a flag and an army man who waits for me and so on. And I came here. I still do not have a car. I go by Uber every day. But because I loved the idea of connecting religions and faiths with what we every day do, which is living with the environment. So it's a privilege. The other privilege is that I am doing it from Kenya. It's a beautiful country with beautiful people. For the past 8 months, except for the weather, because coming to Africa, I should feel warm. You know, the bit of sun, but it's been raining for the past 4 months. My God. It's not bad because water is important and it replenishes our groundwater resources and we need the water and so on, but at least give us a few days. We have a swimming pool where I've never used. So, but really, not joking, the rain that you have been seeing every single night, it is not normal. It's because of climate change. And this is why, because it's of, who was talking about greed? It is because of the greed of the human person. We have abused our resources, we have used it beyond repair, and I'm sure you know that there are differences in how we deal with our mother nature and resources, and there are countries who are really going beyond the capacity of Earth. And the science says if you want to live as an American, you need 4 planets to be able to live the way you or they are living. So the misuse and abuse of the natural resources is causing the abnormal weather events, whether it is more rain, less rain, and so on and so forth. I'm not gonna read from this, but I want to use the story, or a story that I have prepared here. But before doing so, there was a wise man who said, the longest road is from mind to heart, and the shortest road is from the heart to the mind. When you speak from your heart, it gets, but the instant message, WhatsApp, is from heart to heart. When you speak from your heart to the hearts of the people, it gets instantly to them. And this is, I believe, the role of religious leaders, because they speak from their hearts to our hearts. And this is why we are here today. And we are linking the speech from the heart with the science, with whatever UN environment is working and finding and facts and so on, the global outreach and so on. So we want to link that. And I would have wished to see imams here, Buddhists and temple leaders and so on. And hopefully, inshallah, next event, we will have them with us. Now, I'm sure you've read some of the Genesis and the articles and stories there. And I want to quote one of the stories, the story of the messenger Noah, peace be upon him. When God saw that the human individuals, the people, have been abusing their resources, have become corrupt, we're talking about corruption, and have caused harm to fellow humans and to animals and so on, he called Noah and he told him, Noah, I am going to destroy this earth because they do not deserve my mercy. And I want you to take a pair of every single living creature and take them into the ark, so you save them or I save them, and I save them, and I, as God, start a new life, a life without greed, a life without corruption, and so on. And Noah, of course, built the ark, opened the door, and so on. So God took 2 pairs, a female and a male, from every single creature. Lions, leopards, birds, you name it. And when Noah was receiving those creatures, a couple of mosquitoes came. And Noah looked at God and said, "Do you want me to take mosquitoes with me?" And God looked back at him and said, "Yes, take the mosquitoes because they hold secrets you will never know." So every type of creatures that we have that God created has a purpose on earth. However, we, the humans of the 21st century, with so much development, we have gotten into Mars and we are exploring Pluto and we are digging deep into Earth and so on. We are killing God's creatures. We are killing the mammals, we are poaching, we are, out of greed and so on. So we need to wake up again and think of God's creation. As everybody else said, we are only stewards. As we in Islam call us ourselves Khalifas. We are sent by God just to take care of nature, not to use it and abuse it. God allowed us to use the resources to a limit and not exceed that limit. So this is an obligation, moral, ethical, and religious obligation. Yesterday I was so delighted to come to Ongata, Rongai. This is the first time I've ever been here, so it's a pleasure to be here. And I saw hundreds of young men and women and children very enthusiastically getting engaged in the cleanup campaign. And as Reverend mentioned, we were in the market yesterday and said, why you didn't tell us? We could have been part of this campaign. So yes, please do. Not only on a monthly basis, it should be a daily practice. That when you walk, you pick up some of the dirt or a plastic bottle and so on and put it in the appropriate manner. So it is a daily obligation. But if you do a gathering, a group, a cleanup, so please involve the local communities, the local governments, and so on and so forth. Next month I might not be able to be part of the campaign because guess what? I am going to be meeting the Pope. I'm going to the Vatican, and if I have the chance, I will speak about you, Ongata Rongai, and the efforts that we have done together here. So this is the 1% part of my speech. Now to the 99% I would like to say, Nushkuru, Asante Sana, thank you very much. It's an honor and pleasure to be here, and God bless you all. Thank you.